to death during an FA Cup tie yesterday. Defender Ian Alexander began to choke after swallowing his dental plate, but when the team doctor was called to help, he wasn't present. The same doctor had also been missing when assistant manager Kenny Hibbert broke his leg last season. Gerald Haycock reports.
The near tragedy occurred just a minute and a half into the match between Rovers and Fisher Athletic at Twerton Park. Alexander crashed to the ground after a mid-air collision with teammate Steve Yates. According to those first on the scene, Alexander started having convulsions as his tongue, forced back in his throat, was held there by a dental plate with 2 teeth attached. No one knew he wore the plate. When the match doctor was called for, no one responded.
If any of the stewards could go to the car park and perhaps look out for the club doctor, that would be appreciated.
He wasn't there, having been held up en route. And despite an FA ruling that a game mustn't start without full cover arranged by the home team, the match had gone ahead, 15 minutes before the doctor arrived. Ian Alexander was saved by the quick action of the team physiotherapist, Roy Dolling. He used this spatula to hook out the tongue, an operation he'd learned just 3 months ago when he passed a resuscitation course. 4 years ago, he'd saved another Rovers player, Aidan McCaffrey, who had also swallowed his tongue.
The FA rule states that you must have a doctor in attendance, and I think Bristol Rovers didn't. And they are guilty of some misconduct some way, aren't they?
How near did he come to actually dying then?
That is hard to say, really, but I would have thought he'd probably about half a minute, and I wouldn't have said no more, because at one time, well, even myself was battling to save him. Yeah.
Ian Alexander was released from hospital at midday today, still suffering from severe headaches and clearly relieved to be alive.
I remember going out in the field, and I think that's about it. Next thing I remember was somebody lying on top of me, and just conked out after that. And I remember waking up in the ambulance and being taken here, and that's it.
How come that nobody seemed to know about these 2 teeth? Why hadn't you told someone as important as a physio?
It's just I've never took them out before. I've always kept them in. That's the first time I've ever caused me any trouble. I'll never be wearing them again.
You'll never wear them again?
No, I never play football anyway.
The shocked club has now begun a full inquiry at the insistence of the chairman.
I accept the criticism that the doctor ought to have been there, and it's our responsibility to engage a reputable doctor and to make sure he's attending.
Today, the doctor, who was late for the game, explained that his young son who was with him had been car sick and delayed his arrival. He says in 4 years, the referee has never checked if he was inside the ground.
I think it's very unfortunate, and I regret it very much. It's difficult to put it into strong enough terms, really. And obviously any injury to a player, which is potentially life-threatening, you know, is something that one takes extremely seriously. And I would have hoped that I should have been there. But as I say, the situation was such that I was delayed.
Tonight, the FA said they'd be waiting for a referee's report on the incident before deciding whether to take action. And they stressed it was up to the home club to ensure there was full medical cover before the start of a game. Gerald Haycock, BBC West, Twerton Park.